You're the only reason I'm not chasing highs, chasing highs. What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love? What is love? I don't know. No one ever showed me. I've been on my own for too long. But if you hold me now, let me into your heart. Maybe I can start to love again and tend to my scars. Can you show me how? Can you love me without you fly? 'Cause I'm coming alive. I just wanna come alive. I'm coming
Welcome back to a special edition Labor Day weekend with the hockey coach, Joe Coach Frenchy, directly for a beautiful country of Thailand. One amazing, great Friday night, September 1st, the beginning of September, month number 9 of the 2023. And hopefully have a great, really great start here in Thailand. Pretty cloudy a little bit, but the good thing is we're testing. What are you talking about? But we are a couple of days before season 4 of the Hockey Nation Live Show. New computer, a new laptop, a new Mac Pro, and a new equipment. So we are on the testing night. That's what the reason I came here tonight. Testing a couple of things, and new tricks inside the software. See what it look like. If you enjoy it, a little bit more powerful for my side. Is a little bit the speed of the computer is pretty good. But it is what it is. Is it cheaper in Thailand, computer, Apple? No. Same price. Maybe a little bit, but we said to you, not like the cost of the living here is really cheap, but not compared to the computer. Is of one thing I would say to you, things product by American or stuff like this is a little bit more the same price like any other country. So anyhow, that was my story. Went to Bangkok yesterday. No, the day before. And been there for 12 hours, go back on the bus, came back on the taxi. Really cheap, like $28 to come back here. It's worth it. 90 minutes anyway. So that was my story. Before we start, I don't think so he's here, but I want to mention this to you guys. I don't know if he would pop up tonight. He texted me today to let me know RJ got COVID. And he sent me a couple of information. I just want to share it with you. This, he said, on the Hockey Nation Live Show family and the Habs Nation, we want to the speed recovery for our friend RJ Calabro. We know RJ bring a lot of comments here with the great comments about the update, everything like that. So prayer and thought to our friend RJ. Speed recovery, my day. Because without you, the chat is not the same. We really appreciate, we are really grateful, RJ, for what you accomplished here. I don't know if he's here. I don't know if he's listening whatsoever. At least our thought is on our friend RJ Calabro. So tonight, the subject we got tonight, guys, is about the Habs review. The documentary it did pop up Thursday night live, or maybe not live, but on the Canadian channel, maybe on YouTube channel, or I don't know, with LDS. I did not go on the TV. I got it on the LDS. It was approximately 20 minutes. And I make a video on my Habs Daily News today about that. I give you a couple of resume what I saw. But tonight I want to share a little bit more. I would love to hear from you. And I give you a couple of points of what happening during that. And then I'll give you my own opinion, the way they do their picks. Been scouting for many years at the lower level, but it's the same job, right? You try to look in what is the best player you can pick for your organization you work for, and you try to figure out, you try to find a home run, right? You try to get the home run every time you have a pick. And so we're going to go a little bit more deeper about that. Not much about the NHL news, not going on a lot in the NHL news. I'll be back Sunday night. We're going to take a day off Saturday night. We'll be back Sunday night for another, almost the end of the year number 3 with Hockey Nation, Sunday night. And then, of course, the grand opening, if you don't know, is going to happen Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Here we go. Take a time to watching this. We'll be back very shortly. You're going to get all the information, programmation. People are going to be a part of the hockey family for the upcoming season. Season number 4 already, guys. It's a pretty amazing for when I see that. We're almost at the door for 7,000 subscribers. It's not about the subscribers. It's about the quality people at the end of the day. So that's what I'm looking for. Tuesday night, we invite you. If you are not a subscriber, please do it. If you are, if you want to become a member of the Hockey Nation show, please, I would love to support the channel. That'd be awesome. And then definitely, of course, a lot of new stuff happening for season number 4. We little bit twist, changing the programmation of what we're doing. But one thing we're going to do, of course, we don't give up, is we're going to be live every night. So sometimes we'll be recording, not many of them, but it may be more live. But we have a new show. I'm excited about this, and we are going to add a new team inside of the Hockey Nation to follow up during the season. So anyway, first of all, we're going to talk about Mr. Luciano Graziano. He's in the house tonight. Welcome back, Luciano. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Another moderator of the Hockey Nation live show. Of course, directly from Newfoundland, the big fan of the Buffalo Sabres, our friend RDP. The real deal is in the house. The driver from UPS, directly from Montreal. Welcome back, the road runner, Gary Cournoyer. Back somewhere, somehow. Great article, what he wrote today or yesterday. Mr. Randy Walkman, thank you so much to be a part of the show, directly from Alberta. Big fans of the Calgary Flames and, of course, of the, sorry about that, the Toronto Maple Leaf. That's why I try to get up. Conroy, thanks so much to be a part of the show tonight. Glad to see you again. Always a pleasure to have our friend Conroy part of the show. Then we have the Sharks from Nashville is in the house. Welcome back, Sharks. From Winnipeg, Alberta. I said Winnipeg, Alberta. That's funny. So Winnipeg and Manitoba. Dan Asham et Colette Asham. I passed my geography in 10 years, at grade 10, I believe. I was really good in geography. I was not good in history, but I was good in geography. I was not good in French language, English language. I was good in maths. I was good in bio, but that's pretty much it. I was good in hockey. Anyhow, welcome back, Randy, again. Gary Cournoyer. The Gros Bill. The Gros Bill. We love to have the Gros Bill in the house. Welcome back, Gros Bill. What about our friend Gary back in the house? Very kind of you to say that. First of all, we want to have you every single night. We're going to bring you the best contents the next couple of weeks, guys, about the NHL. Glad to having each one of you. What about the L'Ange Gardien? The L'Ange Gardien. The Angel, Mr. Luc Lafortune is in the house tonight. My neighbor, directly from Bangkok. I was there 2 days ago. Mr. Roy back in the house tonight. Our friend Jake McEnwee back in the house. Jake did a bold prediction. Announced the Toronto Maple Leafs are the winner of the Stanley Cup 2024. And Luciano right now is on the couch, said. And not many people love about that. André Lafrenière, de retour, de retour. André, comment il va mon homme? J'espère que tout va bien. André Lafrenière, notre de l'appel province de Québec, directement de Facebook. Merci André d'arrêter ici ce soir. Ça nous fait plaisir de te voir. J'espère que tout va bien. Happy little Labor Day weekend for everybody, guys. Take a time right now. I feel like, it's Friday, so it's a fun night. By the way, we have a special Frenchy quiz tonight. Be ready. Never do that before. Question, crazy question tonight. They are similar, but we don't have 3 questions tonight. We don't have 4 questions tonight. But we have 5 questions on the board tonight. It's a Friday fun night. It's a night we just have a good time together. That's the reason I come back tonight. I came back here, and hopefully we can sharing a couple of stories and everything like that. Andre is from Shawinigan, by the way. But that's what we're looking for. And that was the reason I pop up tonight. So let's have a great time and enjoy the Labor Day weekend. So I was trying to explain to you guys, most of you had 3 days off. Take a time right now the weekend, guys, thinking about yourself first. Right? Take rest. Recovery for the weekend. And then enjoy with your family and friends. Life is short. You never know tomorrow. And why not to take a time right now to be with those people? Sometimes we only focusing on job, money, and that's it. That's all. We work. We need money, and we forget the people are most important around you. And that's why I said maybe I have 1, 2, 3, 2. I don't know, but think this weekend. Take care about yourself. That will be my message for the weekend for you guys. Take a time to go get some rewards. Whatever you love to do. Want to walk on the wood? Go get that walk. You want to do anything special? It's 3 days now before you come back Tuesday and set up for the rest of the year to finish strong and maybe just read book. I don't know. Watch movie. Go to movies. I don't know. Think to do something for yourself. That will be my recommendation for you about that one over there. Luc Laverson said, hey, the documentary was too short. RJ, we just talked about RJ a couple of minutes ago. Thanks so much, RJ, for this news. Welcome back in the house. Speed recovery, my friend. We love you, my friend. What about our friend in our tap? Welcome back in the house, Mr. Inartap. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Glad to have you aboard, the co-host of many shows of the Montreal Canadiens with the Hockey Nation show. Let me check something, guys. I try to fix something here if I can because it's getting to bother me a little bit. The message is leaving too fast about this. I try to get you have a time. I can fix it. We'll fix this a little bit later. Look like anyhow. Mr. Nartap is in the house. Thanks so much, RJ, for the comment. I'm Jim Tom Cole. Sorry to hear that. R.I.P. Jim Tom Cole. Not remember who he is, but we wish the best for his family. Le bon Luc, is the machine coming out? Season number 4, then honestly, you think about me. I'm working on that part. Be out the next week or be out. Yeah, not a new stuff next week, guys. Be ready, and it'll be fun to talk about this next week. So, what about my friend Claude Richard? Welcome back, Claude. Dans la région de Ottawa. Our friend Jake McEnwee said the Jets gonna miss the playoff this season. Yeah, I feel the same way. If you have any questions, guys, it's time to do it tonight. Don't hesitate to do. That'd be awesome. about that. The Habs don't want to draft a wish type of the player. Have Martin Lapointe said about this. And then a couple of people say hi each other. That's great to see that. Round with Kings back in the house. Around directly from Utah. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. The weather is pretty nice, and it should be nice right now. And Utah, and the snow's coming very soon. Our friend Ron 20, he is a big fan of the Los Angeles Kings. I don't want to say it that way, but starting next week, guys, in September, we're going to do some kind of review for each team and each division. Not like too much deep, but maybe sometime we're going to go 2-3 team on the one specific division just to look what they look like. I think you should know more about what's going on with Carolina and LA. So we have 2 specific nights in September only to talk about the 32 teams. So honestly, we have 8 nights, so it'll be 14 per night. It would be a specific night. Which night? I don't know yet. I cannot tell you what's going on next month. But and then we have a special guest next month. Really good. I'm excited about that. Steve G is in the house. Welcome back, Steve, from Denver. Here we go. I'm an American, and this is okay, Rob. You don't need to know that. Now the people tell you. So take a time to rest during the weekend. That'd be awesome. Look, go from 0-5 tonight. No, it's going to be. It's not difficult, but it's fun. When you do some search, so I start from one place and then I go that way. So it'll be fun to do that all together. To hear that, sorry, RJ again. I'm going to rock a bunch of Browns fans this weekend. Here we go. Life is expensive in Canada because of Justin Trudeau. There we go. We have to put the vote on someone for sure. That prediction come every year about this time. The same time they start planning for the parade. Yep, sorry about that one over there. About that. Sorry about that, Jake, about Jim Tomko. Fun fact for Ron. I love to do some fun fact of the day. And 83-84, Extall set a record for the most penalty minute accumulated by a goalie with 117 in the single season. Yeah, he did a lot of things like that for sure, Ron Extall. Then Leo Renault is in the house. Welcome back, Leo. Thanks so much, RJ. Our friend GP back in the house tonight. GP, thanks to be a part of the show. Good evening. And then don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Sound like Drouin has been taking a couple of shots towards the Habs. About that. Yeah, maybe. Leon said Florian grew 3 inches, 6'4". We're going to talk about this a bit later. Drouin, Joe Manella is in the house. Luciano Graziano said, question coach Jesus, or said Jake Allen is here to stay. You know anything about that? Yeah, we talked about this, I think, the last show. Really quickly, it was Wednesday night. We have a good crowd Wednesday night, by the way. From is it BMP radio station or TVS Sport? I cannot remember. It looked like Jake Allen got confirmation he's not going to be traded, be a part of the season for the Montreal Canadiens, at least for the beginning. For what we heard about Jake Allen is stay with the Montreal Canadiens, where I feel like there's the right things to do at that moment. It's really Gessie the Smith. We're going to talk about the Smith, a specific role, and what could happen at the beginning of the season with the Montreal Canadiens. But you're right, that rumor was out 2 days ago, I believe. And you're absolutely right about that. What about Willie Snyder? Yes, yeah. By the way, we tried to do a big matchup, Mr. Willie, for defending Ubel again, the triple W. We expect, we still wait. He's tried to recover from his hip and if left side, I think it was the shoulder. So when he'll be back healthy, the triple W is going to be going to be against you for sure, and we expect Danny T to be the referee of that. If not, we have a backup referee. RG is going to be between both of you. It takes some time. We need a referee knows the rules, everything of that. For this one over there, here we go. I tried to pick it up, everything here. Dwayne, everything like that. So it looked like we got all the way to go there. Tonight, again, we appreciate a lot. You have any question, anything you want to talk about this, guys, tonight? We just, first for me is to, testing my software, my new laptop. It's testing. It looked like we are back normal. I got everything back up, by the way. So that's a good thing. It's just speed. The speed is unbelievable about this one. I feel like I'm in Formula One. I moved from NASCAR to Formula One. So his speed is really good so far. Sabre got one first big deal coming. Will be interesting. I don't know about that. Usually, guys, in September, the GM, the management, they really shift about the upcoming season. They try to figure out, okay, what we're missing in the roster, right? And for me, it's more for the next 6 weeks. It's about patch up, all right? We have a hole over there. We have a link right here. So who can pick it up there, right? So they go right to looking at example like a PTO players. We know Maxime Comtois signed a PTO, I think, with Vegas Golden Knight yesterday. That was the rumor. But so that's what's happening. So I don't expect. I'll be shocked. And again, I could be wrong. It could have. It's happened in the past. A big trade. Like, a guy, I don't know, he can score 25, 30 goals, something like that. A top 6 player. I don't see that. So Buffalo Sabre, I think, they can add, I think another player they could go there is Thomas Tatar. But I'm not sure that we fixed their problem. We know they lost Jack Quinn. It could be from intern RDP. I think Kevin Adams said, you know what? We're going to start with the internal team where you can say, maybe Peterka, JJ Peterka, it could be the right one to fill up the spot with there. Victor Olofsson, I think he could be the right winger, can fill the spot of Jack Quinn for the upcoming season. And then from there, they can grow. And then if they need to readjust, I said, if I was the Buffalo Sabres, by the way, Patrick Kane is back on skate right now. I will try to get Patrick Kane. You give him a minimum contract, and they have money. I know they have money, but you give him a minimum contract. Just give him like $2 million, and then give him some kind of sinus bonus. Exactly what they did with Bergeron and Frenchy last season. I think Patrick Kane he brings first of all, he's a winner. He won the Stanley Cup 3 times. He has some kind of leadership. At the end of those career, the players, I think it could be a really important piece of the puzzle for Buffalo to make the playoff. He was born in Buffalo. Like people thought he should go. Sometimes players said that kind of players, right, at the end of the career, so he had to go that team because they tried to win the Stanley Cup. He never won the Stanley Cup. He did it. He make his money. So money, Stanley Cup is not. What he's looking for is maybe a team with contender. And I think Buffalo Sabre, he can get that push. I don't know. I may be personal here right now, but I feel like Patrick Kane is a really good match for the Buffalo Sabre, where I believe I give you my first prediction of the year. Buffalo Sabre are going to be in the playoff for upcoming season. We'll see. We'll see about that one there. Let's see what we got here. I lost a couple of things right here. Let's go back here. Alibaba get traded from Winnipeg and then the Smith to the Jet, Luciano. It could be a good spot about that for sure. Go Habs, go Jake. Thanks so much. So we got one more big deal coming from Real. Issam Hugo are not a factor on the decision at the draft. It was a consensus decision from the group. You're absolutely about this. We'll talk about this next couple of minutes. And I'm making 12 an hour. Whip him up. Computer using NASA program. Congratulations. Jake, I should follow you. I need money. We have to cancel the podcast due to my co-host mom been hospitalized for cancer, so everyone pray for her. Sorry to hear that. We definitely does this for you. This just in. Kyle Dubas straight to Montreal for Gallagher and 2 first-round pick. About this one. Try to pick up here if we have anything like that. Hellebuck and Buffalo would be huge. I feel like if I was a Winnipeg Jet, if they trade Hellebuck, they need to get something in return. You want to talk about this one, guys? I will tell you one thing. Here we go. I got the deal. I got a 3-way deal. Are you ready? The Buffalo Sabres, the Boston Bruins, and the Winnipeg Jets. I don't know the final trade. The Buffalo Sabres get Connor Hellebuck. Boston Bruins get Max Sheffley. The Winnipeg Jets get the first-round pick, Buffalo Sabres, and they get Jeremy Swayman for the Boston Bruins. What do you think about that in our tap? I repeat. The Buffalo Sabres get Connor Hellebuck. The Boston Bruins get Max Sheffley. And the Winnipeg Jets get first-round pick and from Buffalo. And they got Jeremy Swayman. Of course, you can add a couple of things right there. Another pick or a prospect. But I think it could be a great trade. I think fill up every hole that they have right now, they fill up. Winnipeg want to, 2 players does not want to resign over there. Now they get a goaltender. Now they could maybe get for a center in return, right? Maybe I would say Charlie Corey example. I'll just give you an example, right? Or maybe get a prospect for the Buffalo Sabres, Casey Middlestad in return. Fill up the spot over there. And then the Boston get their center number 1 they're looking for. And then the Buffalo Sabres get the goaltender they need to go all the way to make the playoff, everything like that. I feel good now. I feel good. Anyway, sorry about that. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Tony the Mark is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Tony. Ryan, welcome back in the house, Ryan. Maybe not. I think it's the first time. Could be wrong. If you are not, welcome back. In my opinion, Doc Senning is a lot higher than most think. I truly believe him and Sakowski could be a great pairing in the future. But first part of this, Ryan, I would say to you, yes, they are good. I think they could become a good match together, first of all. My only thing, we don't know the Senning could be that yet. And I would say to you that we did not see the produce or the real Kirby Dak yet. We see him on the 58 games. We see him with new players. We see him with a new team. I think we have to wait. It's a little bit like Samuel Montembeault. We're going to talk about Montembeault later. But I think that's the same way about him, about Kirby Dak. I want to see another year after. And then next year, I think next summer, we can reevaluate. We can reevaluate Kirby Dak. And we can see, is it a center number 2 with 50 points, 60 points, 70 points, 80 points. We don't know. Can he score 20 goals, 30 goals? But great point about this, Ren. Sakowski, for me, it's easy. For me right now, Sakowski, guys, is like zip up, wait 3 years. Until then, we can talk about Sakowski again. Yeah, too many things here now about Sakowski. Let him, the young, produce and grow properly, develop properly, and be ready at the right time. They want to do best to take huge under his wing. Sabres just right the Bosky free up. It's coming. It's coming for RDP. This Smith is fit nicely. I got Sabres taking 3rd place this season, Luciano. That's not a bad one. I saw a great coach of Buffalo, dark horse. Yeah, I agree with you. Panthers 2, Lightning 1, Conroy. foot goal in attaque. Lucien Gosselin pour Giorgiavi. C'est de bon. Don't take a move. Buffalo been a dark horse forever. Looks like Boston. Here we go. We got the matchup tonight. The Triple W is back in the house. Welcome back. Yeah, it is Mr. Conroy, honor of Mr. Rocket. That's a great trade, coach. I think so, right? I feel the same way, Leon. I don't know if you have anything. We never trade at the back for just a first. They want a kid like a Bill Deal. I don't said only one. I will say to you in our tap. I just give you an example where the three teams can match up. I think at the back and Sheffley bring at least 2 or 3 things together. So when I'm talking about this, it could be a prospect. It could be picks and return plus another solid player. So at the back, it could cost, example, I will be very quickly about this. It could be Peterka with a first-round pick and Victor Olofsson. So it would be something like that. That would be my first thing about that. My second thing I would say to you, Boston can send maybe Max Sheffley to get Max Sheffley, Jeremy Swayman, maybe Lissell, or another defenseman, whatever it is. So you're absolutely right. Only not one in return. It's not good enough for sure. You super chat. We have a super chat for our friend Ryan Kirk back in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Kirk is in the house tonight. Are you kidding me? Welcome back, my friend. We miss you, Ryan. Here we go. Super chat, chop, chop, reverse. Super chat, Mr. Ryan Cook. Oh my God! Thanks so much, my friend. We love the super chat of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much. I'm very kind of you to do that. And there we go. You know what? I missed that one. I don't know what happened with Luciano. Did he practice in our tabs in the summer? We missed a couple of things on my keyboard, by the way. The final countdown. Sorry about that. I get disturbed about this. Miss, thank you so much, Ryan Kirk, about this one over there. Like I said to one of my friends today, I can leave Buffalo getting their 8th seed and taking out of the Maple Leaf. Not a bad idea. Could happen about this one. End up resign. I would think about it, but I would sign an extension about that one over there. I agree with you. I would not have mind if Ellie have gone for Swayman. I agree with you about this, Ron. I think this kind of player, like you nail it, Ron. I think a team like the Kings maybe need a goaltender like him. And now in return, I don't know what he can get for him in Boston. But again, Leslie King have some kind of prospect they can maybe send, a pick too. But that would satisfy. This is the piece you need. And at $3.4 million, he can run maybe, I don't know, Swayman. He's signing a new contract right now, so I don't know exactly that. I cannot remember. I think it was a 2 years contract, a 3 years contract. But he got that, 3.4. Here we go. 1 year. I know he was on the arbitration. He got a contract, $3.4 million, become RFA, 24 years old. This is a kind of goaltender the Kings need for sure. Well said about this, King, about this. Never feel sorry about feeling good. You're absolutely right. A2, winner of the Frenchy quiz last time. Swayman for Hudson and Harris Farrell. Swayman for Hudson and Harris Farrell. I will not trade Lane Hudson. Look for any moment about that. Harris Farrell would be interesting, but look, no. Guys, Lane Hudson, don't have a lot of Lane Hudson. Look, use Quinn Hughes. This is a prototype player you're going to get with Lane Hudson. Montreal never have those kind of players like Lane Hudson for many, many years. After Cole Caulfield, this is what you get from Lane Hudson. The attraction, the word, the expert, the scout, everything. When they talk about Lane Hudson, they are all impressive. So this is a type of player. Every time you touch the puck, yeah, I would suggest you guys try to get the Boston University maybe website or try to watch the game or pay attention if you have a chance to watching Lane Hudson. What he does with the puck is amazing. I would not touch one player. I would trade Caden Cooley before Lane Hudson. How deep I am with Lane Hudson. This kid is going to give you 60 points per season and maybe more. So thanks for all the like, guys. By the way, I appreciate a lot. Thanks to come back. Calgary trade Maxstrom and Danev to the Habs. But that's not fit exactly what the Montreal Canadiens are looking for. Maxstrom is not the answer. He's already over 30 years old. And Danev, I understand, is the right defenseman, brings some physicality, but Montreal are not there. And Montreal said, can you? Said, I don't want player signed over 28 years old, no, 29 years old. So I know that said that about that. Oh, I was only joking. I'm sorry about that. Then I read after that. Thanks so much, Mr. Ryan Kirk. Back in the house. Very kind of you to do that. Really appreciate it for your support of the channel about this one. Mr. Roger Delaney is in the house. Welcome back, Rogers. Roy said, which is the more likely Dubas he has zero cap from trade for Gallagher, his old buddy, Bergevin bring him to LA? I don't think so. Gallagher go nowhere. By the way, Bob Ugly suggests Gallagher play on the second line. Will be interesting to see that. Nylander would amp up with the Jets. William Nylander, I don't think so, Jake, honestly. Would be interesting to look at about which team. I think a team, maybe you have to look about William Nylander, could be the Nashville Predator. I think you get Nylander and Forsberg on the same team, or maybe on the same line. And why you said that, Coach? First of all, guys, the Nashville are $8 million on the salary cap. $8 million with no long-term injury reserve. Next year, you have to add, wow, another $12 million. Now they have Forsberg there, but still. And they have a depth cap. Again, that's not changing anything. So Nashville next year have $12 million. They can get Nylander on the UFA. But we'll see. Can we do a super chat tie bat? I think, Roy, you can if your currency on your Gmail account, whatever you are, is set up that way. Usually, so everybody, like someone is in Tokyo, example, like Rudolph, or someone in Colombia, they use the pesos or whatever it is, and then YouTube channel transfer that one over there. Hey guys, long time no see. Mark Babino back in the house. Mark, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully doing Mark. We didn't see for a long time. They are all building a team with full character, that players. That's I'm going to get there, guys, to pick up the subject of the night about this one. I'm worried about his size. I don't believe, and also maybe I'm wrong, but don't worry about this, Randy. Of course, he's not 6'2", but the kids, sometimes, guys, at that level where they are smaller, right? Not many can go through this, but they did it. Samuel Girard, they did it, right? Many 5'9", Spurgeon, Tony Crook. They are special. They are unique. They are different. Not many can do it in 5'9", like a 6'2", 6'1". I understand that. But we have something special in their hands. It would be exactly like Sergachev. Here we go. You gave away a Sergachev to Winnipeg Jet for Hudson. Example. I would say the Montreal Canadiens should not trade Farrell. They not say trade anyone they don't know yet their ceiling. This is the biggest mistake. That's what Bergevin did. He gave away players without knowing their ceiling, without knowing. Did not do search. Did not give a possibility with tools, everything like that. That's the best. Bergevin was doing things by what he was feeling. he was thinking that way, not without fact on the paper. Said, look, what's going to show you can become in NHL, and don't do too much research about the players. That's what is fun between Bergevin and the Montreal Canadiens organization at that moment. For that, it's like I was saying before the quiz, Randy Watman, don't worry about size too much. It's the thing is him is more important. Mr. Luke for British Columbia is in the house. Mark said Nylander does not fit with our timeline, to be honest, and not to mention Istamia is overpaid. It's not about Hudson a forward. No, Leon is a defenseman. Now, it's not happen a lot, right? You see more forward become defensemen. Brent Burns, one of them. But yeah, we'll see. Back to the leave from Nashville. A coach who come back to Nashville. Here we go. Young both round, but I won't be the first time in our tap about this. For this, Mr. Austin Allen back in the house. Francis Bouillon. Francis, a great having a possibility to work with him, and what a great leader he was with the Granby Predator. Very close with Michel Terrien, by the way. Flying grew 3 inches this month. Is there still hope for Hudson? About this, Randy Walkman, Goodrow, only 5'9". Definitely Palisaros. Hudson played 35 games a year. Let's see what he does. Play 82. Yes and no. Look about that. I'll give you an example. He played the World Junior Championship. Right? He played the World Championship last season. The game you talk about, they are count an NCAA. But he played like tournament does not count and NCAA and did not count on his stats. Like showcase example. That's one of them. Makes sense? And then prior to that, he played with a team, national team USA, played 80 games per year. And he was dominate on that side too. I understand you guys, many of you may be scared about his size, everything like that. But that's the same thing about Cole Caulfield. Cole Caulfield was 5'7". He scored 72 goals his last season with Team National. He went to NCAA. He scored 1 goal at the World Junior Championship. So that's the same way. You want to compare Lane Hudson, compare him with Cole Caulfield. And Caulfield is smaller, 5'7". He can put the puck in the net. Hudson can do the same thing. About Florence. Who do you see as a media favorite with the Habs media? Willie, I don't really know. I will say to you more about people, specific reporter. I will more fun to listening, watching, and at other station, right? I would say to me on the TV description of the game, I prefer RDS over TVA Sport. I don't really like GC La Joie show in general. The fight in English is Sportnet with TSN. In French and radio is BMP versus TSN English. Newspaper La Presse, Journal de Montréal. I don't know. I read more the Athletic and all those social media, plus the podcast 32 Thought, and then I listening the rundown, and I try to get a one driver if I can. I cannot anymore watch the listening series. So I'm trying to get feed everywhere, everyhow, to give you the best content I can get to you. That's pretty much what I can tell about that one there. It's harder to play defense for a small guy. Yeah, absolutely right about that for sure. Look for that is harder. Here we go, guys. App review behind the scenes. Let's starting about this. We're going to talk about this. If you want to check about my subject of the night, let's go through that one there. 39 days before the beginning of the season. Of course, who remember Brand Scrutland? What a great hockey players. Maybe not the biggest talented skill, but it was the biggest heart to play for the Montreal Canadiens. A little bit like a prototype of Gallagher, like harder heart, talk all, working hard. And plus Mike Kane, I believe they are the best too. Of course, so today, guys, let's talk the Ab Draft 2023 at the documentary. And this is a bit the resume of what happening today, guys. I did my Ab Daily News. Not many people watch it. It's funny when you don't have a big subject like trade proposal. I get 2,000 people, and I talk about the documentary. Nobody watch it. Anyhow, so there was the reason tonight. We are a special show tonight. And don't hesitate to put any comments in the chat. We'll try to pick it up about that. Anyhow, let's go right here. And first of all, guys, I want to talk about the staff for the Montreal Canadiens. If you watch the video, it's a 20-minute, I believe it was. I can be wrong. And the staff is when they go there, right? You can see the number of people around the table, scout all around the world. Russia, Sweden, Finland, and then you have the people cover the North America, and every one of them. And then you have the specialist video coach, the specialist of the data analytics, Christian Boucher. And then you have, of course, Lapointe, Pobrov. And then you have Hughes. And then you have Jeff Gordon. They are all around the table and they talk about this. They want to figure out what is the, what do you have to do, everything like that. So the staff, they have a really great staff people. And that's really important about that. And the scout, Montreal Canadiens for many years under Marc Bergevin, I would say the last decade, they was not focusing on that. I still believe they should add more. I think they should add more to cover. It's not easy to cover the QM anymore like it was before. Before my time, you can go Shawinigan, and then you can the car go to Trois-Rivières. You cross the bridge, La Violette Bridge, you go to Victoriaville. You can go to Sorel. You can go to Longueuil. And after that, let's go Saint-Hyacinthe. Or let's go to Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, then Granby. So it was all about around Montreal and the Montreal and around Quebec. The longest drive it was like Rouen-Oranda, Val-d'Or. Right. How many times we went to all, and then after that was Chicoutimi. But now it's like it's Les Maritimes. It's far to get there. So my point behind that, I think they should add more, but they really focusing in the last 20 months on the staff, and they get a lot of great people there. It was fun to watch. For me, it was really great for the management for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, the evaluation, what are you talking about? But during the last 20 minutes, the 20 minutes of the documentary, I was looking for the details. What they do something specific to be a scout before, you can go to the game, right? And you ask any scout, what are you looking for? It's not about the highlights. So highlights, an amazing great goal is fun to watch, right? But what it's about is when you don't have the puck. How he complete his check. What he put his stick in front of him. What is edge work. Can he turn away on the right side or the left side? Can he stop and go? Or he just loop? You want to see those behavior. You check before you get the if you look about a defenseman, okay, how he look like he's backwards. Then after that, his first pass. What he does on the cap control. The box out. On the lane, on the corner. They do a swap in the corner, right? So you have a line 1, line 2, and L2, L3. How you going to react about that? And when you don't have the puck in front of the net, how you going to react if the puck go from one direction to another direction? And after that, can he carry on the puck into transition? Is it good? Can he close the cap control? Can he go between both blue lines? And I can go all the way like that. So my point to you, the Montreal Canadiens have some kind of process about the characters. They want to see players with some kind of leader inside of them. They have some people that have some passion about this. They're not scared to work hard, to learn about them, and to praise others. They have a lot of great questions they ask of the people in an interview. But how you can find the characters? You see those characters, guys, at the big game. Right, the big game is maybe go to Memorial Cup. Maybe the big game is go during the World Junior Championship. Maybe the big game is during the playoff they play. Uh, the big game is maybe at the end of the season they have a very important game. How the player react at those adversity challenge, how they feel the pressure, you can feel that. And then of course they can meet the players during the year, the scout. It can, and then you can have questions to for the head coach, the assistant coach, and then you try to figure out maybe the family. That's very important. What it look like the family, how they grow as a person. Sakoski, Grover, I cannot remember another one. They left the house at 13 years old, 14 years old. Sakoski lived alone for 3 years, almost 2 years alone to grow to become a better hockey player. He have to do that. He have to leave the house. I can't remember another player did that for Montreal Canadiens prospect. So it's really important what they're looking for. It's not about only the skill or the talent. And I think that's really what I believe the Montreal Canadiens did a good job for that for sure. And would be really interesting. Keep up your great conversation. The chat guys, I know you have a lot of things. And when I talk, I'm alone. I cannot do that way. Or Nicolas de Goubibano, welcome in the house. Thanks so much to be a part of the show. My next is about interview. And I'm talking about the process and interview now. Before, you don't have a lot of interview. And they started this many years ago at the NFL Combine. And now they have an NHL Combine every year is in Buffalo at the facility of the Sabres. And all the team go there. All the prospects is approximately 144 prospects go there, 100 to 144. They get there. And then they have a chance and opportunity to meet different people, different team. Montreal Canadiens for the last 2 seasons are really focusing on that. They have sport psychology, work for the team now. And during the interview, they want to see the body language of the players. They want to see their behavior. They want to see what they look like. I remember when I met my mentors like almost 15 years ago on the fitness, he was training a lot of football players, NFL players. And I remember like he was training a couple of prospects, and he was talking about the fact like they were teaching the agent of the players. He was send someone specific person and how they can do well at the interview, how they get their hands on the table, can they put their hands on their legs or cross over them, are they going to be that over there, what will be the body language, how they going to look like, how they going to look at each one of them when they answer, when they shake their hands, how they going to be dressed, and how they're going to be out something like that. Of course, as a combined, the player are not to be dressed up, everything like that. But all those information during the process, the sport psychology ask, what kind of animal do you like? And they go really deep about that. And then you have other question about the situation, right? You have a 2 versus 1 example, or you have a breakaway, or everything like that. They will ask those questions about this. And by their answer, they can judge the character of the person. They can see what kind of the player is already at 17 years old, 18 years old. It's not perfect, but it's really give them some kind of assure the team if they get that player, what kind of player he can become as a human being. So very important for them, for the Montreal Canadiens. And then they do other interview before the draft, final interview. This is 2 other locations. Then you have the team, the staff, they're going to talk each other again one more time. At the example this year was in Nashville Predator. So that will be the process of the interview for the Montreal Canadiens. You can see in the documentary, you have the sport psychology. Jacob Fowler, guys, he was unbelievable during that meeting. That's to give you an example about that. Jacob Fowler answer to sport psychology. The only one I was shocked about Jacob Fowler, he looked like he had a gum in his mouth. You see? I think he has a gum. So that would be surprised me to see that. I know Fowler, guys, is 10 years old. Fowler is a kid born in Melbourne, in Florida. And Melbourne is north. It's a little bit at that Daytona area. Not Daytona, but they don't have enough. They don't have a lot of hockey team over there. And so he was looking always to get some private lesson with goalie coach, everything like that, until he get a AAA with the Florida Alliance. But it was surprised me. But a lot of people talk about his passion during his documentary. I think Poprov was talking about the passion about Jacob Fowler. The next thing I want to talk about this documentary, guys. I'm going to pick up the feel of the chat in the next couple of minutes, guys. I don't want to go nowhere. It's the debate. We got debate inside of this scout meeting between people, and one of the biggest debate it was between about Jacob Fowler between Vincent Riendeau and Billy Ryan. Billy Ryan is a guy now. You can see the debate. Riendeau went out talking to Billy Ryan. Billy Ryan is in charge of goaltender like Riendeau, both of them. You can see back and forth the exchange. And for the reason why they should not or they should trade, they should pick or not Jacob Fowler. They have other recommendation for Jeff Gordon when he was talk about the high talent at the pick number 5. It looked like he was a little bit targeting more about Michkov. It's not easy. And like I said today on my app Daily News, guys, at pick number 5, you cannot miss it. You cannot miss it. Like you cannot, Reinhardt or Javi or the top 5 pick you see in the NHL the last couple of years, you cannot miss that pick. You have to get a solid players. And there was at some point between Leonard, Michkov, and Ray Barker. And everybody was trying to bring their point of view about each one. And that's what you do as a scout. So you have a lot of debate between the scouting, why they love Ray Barker. And the interview does, and one thing, it's obviously for Michkov. He lost a couple of points when he did not go to the combine. That would be great if they can know a little bit more about the personality of Michkov. I don't know his personality. We heard, but I don't know exactly. And that would be, see what he could like. But the Montreal Canadiens, the debate was very interesting between the scout for the Montreal Canadiens. And like I said, then you got Gordon. Then you got Poprov. Talk about Florian Jacquet. You really want Florian Jacquet. That would be another one. Then you got Vincent Riendeau. Just talking about Riendeau and Billy Rand. But again, that's when the Montreal Canadiens are very good now. They give a voice to everyone around the table. They give an opportunity for prove their point of view. And this is a part of the become really the culture of Montreal Canadiens. Start with Jeff Gordon. And at some point, Jeff Gordon in the video, he stepped up and he go in the back of Billy Ryan and he does a kind of massage on the shoulder to say, relax, it's okay. don't try to fight anyone here. But again, like I said, that's how he part. And that's happening. Like Martin Lapointe could be with Poprov or with any other scout. And that's happening. So a debate was another one during the documentary. It really paid my attention. And then after that, it was the draft pick. And when I'm talking about the draft pick, scout Serge Boisvert. Boisvert is an ex-Montreal Canadian, played a couple of years there before he played many years in Europe. He talked about the trend between the early pick versus the late picks. And he's right. The late pick are different, but they try to hit a home run. They try to get the players like what they believe they could help in a long term in Montreal Canadiens. It's not easy. The first round, guys, you know how this works. The second round, a little bit easier. When we become third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, seventh round, you can put all the name in the hat and then pick one. But that's not they do this. For them, they consider those pick 4, 5, 6, 7 very important. And they really pay a lot of attention. And I'll be honest with you, I follow Montreal Canadiens the last 2 years, the way they did the draft pick, everything like that. Last year, guys, yeah, we don't know Mezzar and Sakoski yet, right? We don't know who he's going to become. But after that, they got Lane Hudson. Could be a really good hockey player. Yeah, they got after that Rover and Guindon. We don't know yet them, how they're going to become. Then after that, they got Adam Engstrom. Look like Engstrom could become a really good hockey player in NHL. If they hit those two of them and they play 200 games, guys, it's rare. And I'm not talking about the rest they pick after that. So this right there show exactly when Montreal Canadiens was really good. This year, uh, they get Rebacker. I know people talk about Mishka, Rebacker, everything like that. But I'm looking for the late picks. 69, Jacob Fuller was the 5th or the 6th goaltender draft pick in NHL. We don't know yet how he's going to become, but he's looking good. He's looking good, right? We'll see what he's about. Then after that, it was Jekai. And then after that, they got the goaltender I'm talking about, Volokin. And then you have the defenseman guy, Bogdan, defenseman guy. He played solid right now. And did not hesitate to play. It was not draft right away at 18. And this is not a bad strategy. It's hard at 17 years old, 18 years old, to draft them at 5th, 6th, 7th round. And you don't know what would be the direction. But if you add a player at 19 years old, he play an extra year compared to one just start their first opportunity to get draft. That'll give a little bit more. And that's how they did with some players for the Montreal Canadiens. And the last two NHL draft pick. And they get 19 years old. And that gave them the defenseman for the Russian guy, Bogdan. Pay attention. Is the right D. I know he's a 5'10", 5'11", but the kid can skating. He can play. He played already in KHL. So again, this is a new strategy. They never thought to do that before. Nermi, it was another pick for the Montreal last season, another 19, 20 years old. And we'll see happening about that. But the draft pick, guys, I was just sharing with you, was paying my attention, was Serge Boisvert talk about the way they really want to try to hit the home run at Los. And if you think about this, they was talking about friend players at the 101, 110, and it was targeting specific players for the Montreal Canadiens, Piper Braff. Now, this is my final subject, is about my own opinion, guys. We know, guys, the draft is not a science in hockey. It's not like 2 plus 2 equal 4, right? This is it's a fact. But in draft, it's not because you select number 1 or select number 9 or select number 36 is going to be exactly the outcome. You never know. It's not a science. But the Montreal Canadiens need a great staff, and that's what he did. I'm just talking about this a few minutes ago, where I believe they add great staff around the table now for the Montreal Canadiens. Never had before that. And this is a very big news, a big change from under Jeff Gordon, and of course can use. And that's what's happening for the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, you need some luck. You pray and you hope you get the right players that maybe for long term, and maybe like you did with Lane Hudson, or maybe other players that they pick up over there. So 3 opinions. But I want to finish with that one there. My final opinion about that draft of that documentary for the Montreal Canadiens, guys, what I saw during that video. I was looking for different things. I see that, guys. I see a staff with passion because they debate. They don't scare to not. They are not shy to debate, to prove their point of view for them, and then the commitment about that. I don't know why they become that way. My star right there. Oh no, there we go. Drop this right there. There we go. Do I need one more? There we go. Look better. Look great, coach. Look at that. All right. The commitment. They work hours and hours, guys, with their dedication about what they love to do every day. I'm telling you right now, scout guys, it's not easy. You're almost like you're alone by yourself. It's not like you go to the game with your buddies, you watch the game, you're alone. You travel alone. You have a lot of hours out of the house, so it's hard for the family. But they have a passion inside of them. They love their job, and they really commit by their function. They do every single day. And they have a process for the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens don't just not select a players, and that's all, but just because what they saw the players on the ice. They interview the players. They inform around them. They want to really know the player from A to Z as a human being, as a hockey player. Off ice, on ice is work ethic. They ask questions to their head coach, assistant coach, and they try to pick it up everything they can find out about that players. And this is what the Montreal Canadiens, and this is what I really like for the new management. And then the voice. Their voice, I'm talking about each scout have an opportunity to prove to the point about specific players. We only see guys, Ray Barker and Mitch Cobb, maybe, or Fuller. But when you think about this, it's not only like, 17, 20 minutes, the video. How many times they met each other? The 6, 7, 8 hours meeting all day long for 3 days at the combine. After that, they come back in Nashville. Again, 7, 8 hours. They want to finalize. They want to put the last thing on the funnel of their pick at the end. Because remember, guys, the probability, right? You can say, okay, 5 is David Rebacker. But you take number 4, select David Rebacker. What option B? Right? And then you select maybe 69. 69 guys, you have 68 players before them. They know about 69 what player could be at that area. But again, maybe they will start getting another goaltender. Maybe the player they will start getting at 67, 66 was out. So option B, C, D. But this is take time to build that. And they have Christian Boucher, and they have after that they have Pobrave, and they have Lapointe, and Truman, and then they have Sutton, the scout, and I can go the way, you know who they are. So their voice is very important. And definitely the tools. Montreal Canadiens, they changed the toolbox. They took the Marc Bergevin toolbox and they put this in the trash can. That's example. There are not many tools inside the toolbox, Marc Bergevin. The toolbox, Marc Bergevin, was Trevor Timmins and himself. That's it, that's all. Now, and the new toolbox, now they have a people. And they have Ken Hughes, Jeff Gordon. And they have 2 assistant manager. And then they hire people. From Vincent Lecavalier, right? They keep they hire Poprov, they keep Lapointe, and they keep Bouillon. And then they add more people. Christian Boucher, McMillan, and the woman, and the analytic. And then they add 2 video coaches. We know LeBlanc left. I think it was Roger LeBlanc, I believe. The video coach, he left. He's still around, but he's not in charge. And then they add scout. They have a scout before, but not like they have. I think they multiplied the scout by 2 now. So now it was only 12. Now they are maybe 24. And they have scout for defense position, defenseman, goaltender, and forward. Remember, guys, before that, you cannot watch any tape of the players. Now you have the tape of the players 20 minutes after the game is over. Instantly, you can get the clips of the players. You can rewind and you can watch the game. You can watch the clip of the players. So they have a lot of tools they can use now. It could be Instat, it could be Outdoor, it could be XNO, and all different software they can get from the NHL. The SEP is another software they can do. So they have tools now, and Montreal are not afraid to spend money on that. So that was honestly, guys, the resume of the Montreal Canadiens documentary for what I found at the 20 minutes of that part. I really enjoy it. I really love it. If you don't watch it, I would suggest you to do it because I think you're going to love it. To see behind the scenes, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. And those people, you never saw that. You never see them. You never see Pobrave around Montreal Canadiens every day, right? That point is not always around the team. They are on the road. And, I did not talk about Rob Ramage. And I can go all the way. And then Ramage, Bouillon, and they are more like Nicolas, Pellerin, Poulin, Le Cavalier less, but they are more into the development. We don't talk about the development yet, right? Maybe Sunday night I can talk about, okay, we draft the players. We know the process, how they play, how they draft the players now. And then now, what they do with the players. What a guarantee they're going to become a hockey players with an NHL for Montreal Canadiens. I think I see the stat yesterday. I think every 2 years, they have 1.3 draft players. 1.3. play over 200 game per team, by the way, not per NHL, but per team. If they select 14 players, only 1.3 or 2.3 players play over 200 game in NHL. That's it. That's all. So they have more strike at home run, right? Inside of that. But we're going to talk about maybe Sunday night about how they develop the players, how they can develop the players. So that would be that was the situation, guys, about the documentary. And now we're going to finishing the show, guys. What we talk in the chat about this. I'm going to remove a couple of things so you can be a little bit better way to see this. The people, no opinion, staff out, no opinion out. And do I need to add Ramon review here? Here we go. And Luke said that Martin appoints some to have a strong voice in the draft. It's one of them. I think Martin and Luke every one of them have their own strong voice about that. Thanks a lot, Bitman. 85% of the NHL Canadian team game is not BTLZ and the USA. Yes, you're absolutely right about this, Luciano. But remember, guys, it's a blackout. So you have to be careful about this. Different blackout could happen on different location. I'll give you an example. A lot of teams right now are changing. A lot of teams, guys, not in Montreal or Toronto really, but I would say Washington, Pittsburgh, I would say Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and Duck. They was all under Bally Sport. So it's the ex Fox Sport. Before that, they was all under them. Bally Sport buy it. Now they have a new company want to do this. But now the team try to run their own channel streaming. The Washington Capitals started this a couple of years ago. The Pittsburgh Penguins this year, they're starting their new. We know the Pittsburgh Penguins are under the Boston Red Sox owners. They own 80% of the NESN, the sports channel. And now the Pittsburgh Penguins have our own streamer. By the way, they did not renew the contract of Bob Airey. Bob Airey has been with the team over 30 years. But it is what it is. I don't want to go there. But that's the reason now the TV is changing the new way about that. Randy, no worries. Let you know they don't care about hockey anyway. Bill Daly does. Mac Denis, Leon. About this, it's time. Like it's changing, game is changing. Today there's only one thing left in this game. Complete level is a big subject in the room at the draft. Complete level is a big subject at the room. Gordon knows what they pass on with Mezzar, but if the other scout agree on other players, you have to show confidence and their selection time would tell. Yeah, I agree with that. It will give you an example. Gordon's conversation was said, look, at fifth, you have a high talent player like Mezzar. That was tried. And he was trying to explain a player like him, it's not easy to get by trade, via trade. It will cost something in return, a lot. Or to get a player like him on the UFA, that will cost you a lot of money in return. So that was the reason he was put those kind of words through the video. Jeff Gordon, play hockey in the USA. What does compete? A man, sorry, I'm a Leaf fan, never heard that word. Scotland tattoo, Leo Renault, about Scotland. Every team is looking to the same thing, coach, skill, and mental toughness. About that. You're right at some point, look, but every year, team are different. Because they're missing maybe some kind of players like this. So it's not only looking the same character players. Or the process to select a player with what they're targeting is a little bit different between Toronto and Montreal Canadiens. A player at 25th versus a 6th pick is under different at the end. About that one over there. They banned the word and leave. About that. Danny T, welcome in the house. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Thanks to be back. I like for the interview, very confident. Yes, very kid was a lot of confidence there. I agree with you about that. Leon believe Fuller is going to be great for the Montreal Canadiens. About that. Try to pick it up everything. Billy Ryan is a new guy this year on the Habs. Yep, sorry about this. Glad they passed on Michkov. Yeah, so far Michkov not looking good in Russia, but with the time we tell us, it's too early about that. At least they pick up what do you thinking was the best about this. Thank you for what I like for all the likes so far. No like blood alone the coach. Also about this, I'm trying to forget the draft coach. Tell me a little bit more, Triple W, about the draft. Fuller charm and hockey IQ through the roof. Kid is going to be a good one. I agree with you about that. A2. I did the homework. A plus did not do the same homework. E minus solution. Merci Nicolas. Jimbo, welcome back in the house. My shot went to Ontario from Czechia at 17 years old. My shot, Shaka. All right. All right, guys, a great shot. Merci beaucoup, mon ami Jimbo. The draft is a good roll of the dice. I like the high dice action. Go Habs, go. Try to pick up everything else, guys. I'm going to go through this until we get more news. The league grow in October and fall in May in Toronto. Leon and then it's a leave. Devon Levi was a 7th round. You're absolutely right about this RDP for Levi. You mean Danny? Nice. Shannon looked like the problem in Toronto after all. And the draft is about projection effects. Look at Watson. Development staff, Joe Manella. Yeah, great about this one over there. Management, it's too much. Shame. The tie, look. Another giving away from free. I don't listen to Rumor in a tap. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to pick up here. Angstrom is on my leave, but it's going to be really good. I agree with you, Leon. I just love Adam Angstrom. I just love this kid. He's going to be a really good hockey player, hopefully, with Montreal. For that one over there, try to pick up everything else, guys, in the chat. Don't forget, get to click on the like, scoreboard update about this one. I will sometimes mini scout reverse Quebec now. Yeah, that's not. They try to add more, but it's not. Honestly, look, I don't know why they don't use 3 of them, 4 of them. Why not to put 1 in Maritime, 1 in Quebec, and then you split the Quebec. You have a team in Shawinigan, you have a team in Victoriaville, team in Drummondville, team in Sherbrooke. That's 5. Maybe you've missed 1, right? And then after that, you take another 1, can cover maybe Ottawa, Témiscamingue, the Val-d'Or, and then Rwanda. I don't know. Same thing with OHL. OHL, they just hired Bisseni for cover OHL. But why not put 3 of them? By the way, Sunday night, I'm going to talk about, guys, which league provide the best hockey player now in NHL. It's not right now. I'll be honest with you. We're not going to talk about this right now, but I will tell you right now, the best player are going to get out is now from the USHL. That's why they're coming now, and it's going to be better and better and better. The USHL produces a lot of great hockey players. Of course, they have Team National USC there, but at the end of the day, Fuller came from Youngstown, and I can go all the way like this. You know what I mean? Like those players coming from the USHL. At some point, there will be the league where everybody are going to targeting and scout more and more. The good thing about the USHL, they are really regional location. You talk about South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Illinois. It's really like a one area. Really, you can go to Sioux City, Omaha, all in Nebraska area. and they are all tied together, right? Sioux State, Sioux Falls, Chicago Steel, Grand Bay, Grand Bay Gamblers, Youngstown, Tri-City, and I can go all the way like that. It's really I've been in this league for 1998 when I started to scout over there. Um, Edwards, oh my God, I'm not going to talk about this, but it was good to see that. At least for Mr. Lafleur, about this, I find Montreal covering more outside l'intérieur Quebec. About that, then day. Another interesting Habs scouting team some to know for sure they were taking Fowler, Konietzkov, and Jekai and the exact spot they predict. But this is all about projection, right? They was talking about at some point, Mr. Larry Lavalley did a super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Our friend from upstate New York. Here we go, number 2 of the night. Super chat, Larry Lavalley, chop, 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 reverse. He did it again. Thanks so much for another super chat, Larry Lavalley. Some hype. Here we go. We love it. With some fire about that from Danny. And then finally, we love you, ladies and gentlemen. What a great super chat for our friend, Mr. Larry Lavalley, number 2 of the night. After Rand Cook did it earlier.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. Yes, and I'll tap back at you right now, the Konietzkov and then Jekai Fowler. We know Konietzkov, this is another great pick for the Montreal Canadiens. Could become another home run for them. Jekai, we know a lot of people talk about Jekai already. We'll talk about this next couple of minutes. But yes, you're absolutely right about this. Also, do you agree with most of the Fowler argument in the app video? Whose side do you agree? But, at that video, Billy Ryan, he was trying to sell to prove, Fowler play big game. And that's the reason I said earlier, right? When the big game is the finals. When the pressure is still there. He has, 1.92, a save percentage of 0.950, 950 or 916 on the playoff. Last year, Jacob Fowler. And you talk about, not many people consider him that well level, but now he's going to be backup number 2 possible for Team National. We don't know his ceiling. I don't say he's going to be a goaltender number 1 in NHL, but he's really interesting kid to pick it up. And a lot of goaltender guys, second round pick or early third round pick could become a very good goaltender in NHL. So be interesting. But Billy Ryan was trying to prove to Vincent Riendeau the reason he will take Fowler versus other players. They was talking. Riendeau was talking to Billy Ryan what it was his biggest concern about that. So back and forth. That's the best answer I give to you, Ryan, about that. About this one. Then. Go slow poke. Thank you. Hour ago. About this, Mr. Larry Lavalley is in the house. Thanks so much again for your super chat. Luc Robitaille is the best example of the draft. Is also lucky about this. Yeah, we know like Michael Bossy, right? Michael Bossy was late too because those problems was the skating. And he become a really good hockey player in the NHL. So you never know what could have wrong was said about this for that. So a few gets no, but mostly from UFC team. Very sad. Takes over for next like about this super chat. Of course, would be super easy on Sunday about this. Did you said you have to pick up everybody? You have any question there? That more question. about this. It was on the defense, preparing for the team. 2001, welcome in the house. I think it's the first time. Hopefully, going to subscribe. What everyone think of the defense pairing for the team? Curious to savoir ce que tout le monde pense des paires de défense de l'équipe. For me, I would believe that way. You're going to start with Sabres, Cooley, Madison, Langstrom, Harris, and Kovacevic. I will repeat. Savard, Cooley, Madison, Langstrom, Kovacevic, and Harris. Why Chekai and why Barron? Both of them are going to be at Laval Rocket. Now, Chekai can get the call up back after that, but that would be the 7th defenseman for Montreal Canadiens. For that. That would be my third pairing about that at the beginning. And then go from there after that. Injuries, everything like that. That would be my third pairing for right now. We'll see. That goes like that. Question show up in the panel. Wi-Fi. Yeah, Wi-Fi will be because one, I think is speed recovery could be a problem. I don't know how he's going to use shoulder, but it could be that way. Again, everything could be changed because the main cam, right? You don't know who's going to have a very good main cam. The injury could be a part of the problem. We can go, but right now that would be my start of the season. Why? Because if you look about analytics, Savard Cooley was the best pairing for them together. Madison and you have Langstrom. We don't know about Langstrom, and then you know Kovacevic what he accomplished with Harris as a duo last season. So you start like this, and then you wait for Jacky, and then you keep Whiteman around, and then you send Barron at the NHL, at the American Hockey League. Tampa Bay drafting and the QM that I just said about that one there. Yeah, the Tampa Bay draft in Quebec, look, but how many players from the Tampa Bay Lightning look? And that's what I'm always concerned about. I'm always debate with Stéphane Leroux. How many players draft for the Quebec by the Tampa Bay Lightning make the NHL? Not many. Not many. That's a problem. You can pick all the players in Quebec, but how many of them make? And Montreal cannot good. They cannot get every one of them at the end of the day, right? It's impossible. But you're right. They pick up more about this one over there. So Tampa, many times they would give a player not drafted a PTO and then sign as a professional hockey player after that. For that, as long as Gofinski on Montreal will be fine. Wi-Fi would be there. Yeah, I agree with you. Pee-wee Herman die. Sorry to hear that. Larry Lavalley. Terry Ryan. Terry Ryan. About that one for sure. About Brent Piloto, another one about that. We can go with Lindsay Villis if you want to. About this, I'm not done, Gary. Before we move on, I want to share it with you about this one. Montreal Canadiens headlines. We're going to go very quickly about that. We're going to talk about this more Sunday night. The Christian Dvorak possible is back before the beginning of the season. It's going to have another evaluation in September. We don't know exactly when, but expect possible Christian Dvorak start the season. That's complicate everything. So will be interesting, but possible Christian Dvorak is going to returning with the Montreal Canadiens at the beginning of the season. There could be a good news around that for sure. The next thing about the Montreal Canadiens, guys, is the Montreal Canadiens. Jekai, many of you mentioned about this earlier. Grow 3 inches from his coach Jay McKee. Mickey played in NHL before from the Kitchener of the Hamilton Bulldogs. Said Jekai grow at 3 inches. So now he's approximately 6'4". We'll see. Could be a good pick for the Montreal Canadiens. We know how he looked like. Look like honestly what he's going to look like for upcoming season. We expect to go definitely watching him for upcoming season. My next Montreal Canadiens headline, guys, it's about Philippe Mezzar. And talking about this, guys, Philippe Mezzar, let's go here first of all, guys. Have a special question on my poll yesterday. Was what do you think should be the main focus for the Montreal Canadiens in the upcoming season from the your perspective as a Habs fans? The first one was finish bottom 10 and the standing better pick. 22% said yes. The 42%, the majority said trade a bad contract before or during the season. Trade a great player, trade deadline to get a first round pick was only 9%. Push for the playoff, 26%, guys. A lot of people thinking the Montreal Canadiens push for the playoff. And something else, if yes, leave a comments. And I got guys about 4 or 5 talk about the injuries. They want to be sure the Montreal Canadiens don't get hurt for upcoming season. That's another question about this. So finally, guys, I want to my question of the day. It's about honestly for Philippe Mezzar, and that's the reason I talk about this. And the question is that what do you believe Philippe Mezzar should play for the upcoming season in order to maximize his development and his benefit his career the most? Play for the Montreal Canadiens, play with the Laval Rocket, return in Europe to play with a professional pro, and or return in OHL with the Kitchener Rangers. What do you feel about that? What do you see would be the best for Philippe Mezzar for the upcoming season to have a better year? We know he struggled at some point last season. It was not overall a season what the people was expect. And unfortunately, it can compare with Courage. Courage have a great year for that. But Woody said, I said push for the bus season. Play for the Habs 100%. So Mezzar, honestly, his best benefit for me, I think Montreal Canadiens are solid in American Hockey League. It won't be bad for him to return one more year in OHL. Yes, it's hard. Yes, he wants to play pro. I know that. He wants to play pro. Maybe he doesn't want to play return junior. I don't know what would be the answer. But for the benefit, I would love him to go play 1 year and dominate the OHL. A 1.5 point per game, a 1.75 per game, a 2 point per game. Go get the point with that. Go get your point with that. Go get gold. Kitchener will be a good team next season. So for me, because the lineup right now for the Laval Rocket is full without him, I don't know. I don't have the right answer, maybe, but I would suggest him to be around the Laval Rocket. Now they have a new coach for there, the son of Bob McKenzie. He's now around the team. They look better for the upcoming season, but I think OHL will be the right spot for him, for Mr. Philippe Mezzar. Can I listen to you guys? Coach, you make my day. You're welcome, Larry. We appreciate a lot. It's always a pleasure having you. If Florent Jekai was an over-age college player, he would have been second, third round pick in the draft. Yeah, possible about that. Yeah, again, he was limited with skill and talent. All right, you don't get like a really big hand, good hands, something like that. It's really work ethic. It's really pressure. I think this kid could become, if he increasing his level of skating, and then he can become a solid third, fourth line in NHL. Brendan Lemieux example. I don't say he could become better and not better, but kind of player you need at the bottom of that one over there. Big year for Mezzar and Mezzar had to show improvement. I agree with you about this. Rick Robitaille is in the house. I love this. And we're all about this season. We'll see about that one there. Thanks so much again. GSM is in doubt. We should play where he want to play as a prospect. Mezzar should play where he want to play as a prospect. I disagree with you, GSM. It's not a player we tell the people when he. It's not a player. I don't know if I misunderstand your point of view, but Mezzar cannot tell the Montreal Canadiens, I want to play here. I want to play there. I don't think this is the right things. Imagine if Philippe Mezzar said that. What about Sakoski? What about Sean Farrell? What about Joshua Roy? We said, hey, Jeff Gordon, I don't want to play there. I want to go over there. I don't know if I misunderstand your point of view. Should play where he want to play as a prospect. I don't know. Mezzar was a bad pick. We don't know yet. Look. Again, guys, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Many of them don't make the NHL. Only maybe one of them, maybe two of them. So you never know. It's like you try to hit the ball and you miss the ball. And that's when you at that moment. And the NHL Draft 2022 was one of the worst. So it's easy to say after 1 year you could go with Zurich, but I don't think so. I think we should not give up on Mezzar, give him the time to develop. It would take him 2 more years. We'll see if he's going to be in NHL or American Hockey League or somewhere else. For that, thanks so much. Miss Madden Breakdown. Mr. R, OHL, Mr. R, thanks so much. Junior is not only about stat, it is more about the ice time at TOI. Look forward to see the room and my buddies every time I get this room. Thanks so much, my friend. Very kind of you, Larry. Mezzar did not have the right development coach in the Kitchener. No, unfortunately, did not do very well. With a lot of bad thing happening with the team. You think about the coach, the fire the coach. A couple of times the locker room was bad. Everyone men. We'll see what happened about that for upcoming season. But I agree with you. Mezzar is on the last mile. Look at I think 2 more years, but I can understand your point of view about him. It's better when I'm in Arizona because 3 hours earlier, Larry, you're absolutely right about that for sure. What if Mezzar want to play in Montreal? But every player wants to play Montreal, right? But you have to deserve it. You have to earn it. And right now, I don't feel that A2 is really, really on that one. For that, the True Earth, mon ami. Mezzar can decide if Pluto have a career in Europe instead of the NHL if it's decision to make. Not really about that GSM. He's not a UFA, right? Like if you are UFA, if you have no contract, you have a contract with Montreal Canadiens GSM. You have an entry-level contract, 2nd year. So a player that way, GSM, cannot decide himself, said, I'm going to play there or I'm going to get there. He's under contract. Does it make sense? Like he's not like a freedom, like a UFA. A UFA can say a player with no contract, with NHL contract, can decide to play in KHL, or he can decide to play in Sweden Hockey League, whatever he want to play. But Mezzar have a contract. The only way he can play in Europe right now is when Montreal Canadiens loan him. They would said, all right, we're going to loan Philippe Mezzar to Zurich Lion and the NL team and NL League, and he can play over there. But I disagree with you when you said he can decide when sent to NHL decision is to make. Not true about that, GSM. So I just want to share with that about that. That's not that. I don't think Mezzar will make it long on, just my opinion. Yeah, the pronostic for him right now is not looking good for sure, Leon. Like everybody think about this. He'll be talk coach. Mezzar will not be talk. No, obviously, we expect Michael DeVillano talk all the time about Jan Mezzar, second round pick from Montreal Canadiens, around 42, 44. But never been that player yet. What's your coach? Yeah, no problem. A2. Contract are with all the time. Which one? GSM. All right. Guys, I love each one of you. When you said this, I really take it seriously, and I try to make a conversation with you. GSM, give me one prospect players and NHL in the last 5 years have a contract, NHL, and he left the team and break the contract. I cannot remember. I cannot remember any player drafted on the Montreal Canadiens, got an entry-level contract, and then he avoided the contract and returning to play in KHL, whatever he wanted. I don't see that. I don't know all the time. Give me name at GSM. Give me a player NHL, break his contract to play in KHL. Give me a prospect player, draft and prospect, got an entry-level contract like Fit Mezzar, and then he get out. I would like to hear which one, so I can learn something too at the same time, but I disagree with you about that. You can always break a contract, coach. Again, you can. Who did it? Tell me why Philippe Mezzar would break his contract with the Montreal Canadiens to play in KHL. You can break your contract, but you cannot. His rights is still with the Montreal Canadiens. You cannot be freedom after that. The right is always owned by the team draft you. And now you get a contract. Cannot go nowhere. You're absolutely shocked about Alex Tuck. Forcing a player to play in certain place does not the player no good. They don't force the players. The Montreal Canadiens don't say you force. They're going to talk with the players, and they're going to talk with the agent together, and they're going to make an agreement. What is the most benefit for the players? Do you think it's benefit for him to play Laval Rocket only 5 minutes per game and maybe healthy scratch versus he can play in OHL? I will give you an example. Nick Suzuki at 20 years old. What do you think about his year, Nick Suzuki? He dominated the OHL. He dominated the playoff, Nick Suzuki. He increasing he was unbelievable. Philippe Mezzar could become the next Nick Suzuki in the OHL if he want to. At play only because he want to play pro. The desire of the player is one thing. But I don't think so. The way he played last year, he deserved that way right now. But the time will tell us about that. Let's give Mezzar the time. Developer was not. Yeah, exactly. Coach, which player beyond Suzuki and Caulfield are completely safe from Ben trade? Oof. That's a great question. Everyone are not, you can trade everybody. Wayne Gretzky was straight, right? But safe right now for me is Kenan Cooley, Kirby Doc. First, they trade for Doc, and I don't think they will trade him back at this moment yet. And I think Kenan Cooley for them is not only a solid defenseman, a top 3 or maybe a top 2, but the way he is, the leader as an example. He's really a leader. And I think I will be the 4 players right now come quickly. Suzuki, Caulfield, Doc, and Kenan Cooley. Great question, by the way. I love it. Love it. Never got a call from the Habs to play. Let me know. I'm still available. Larry, you never know. It could happen. Stop with the KHL coach. I don't know KHL, but I don't know. I belong to the draft team. The NHL right to belong to the NHL plus breaking a contract if succeed in NHL. Mezzar should have to be released by the ab period. Would have to be released. Yeah. Team and player with contract is happen. You're assuming he want to play in Laval. He is from Europe. That's where he should play if that's his wonder. Now, it's like the way you talk, GSM, it's like the players tell the team what he want to play, or you said he would love to play there. That's the difference between that part of there. He can be loaned to a specific team. The agent and the player said, let's ask a Montreal Canadiens if I can play to Zurich, for example, or go back in Slovakia, play pro. But when you do that, you're going to see at the cap friendly, the player Philippe Mezzar loaned to that team. So he doesn't break the contract. He don't have, and that's what I try to explain to everybody here. Like, look, you don't break your contract. You have an agreement with the team, and the team with the player for the benefit for him, you go there. The requests were there. But if you look about that, guys, everybody have an entry-level contract. Not many, you know what I mean? Like you can say, Adam Ekstrom, right? They have a contract right now with the team and European. So he cannot have a contract with Montreal Canadiens. When you get a contract with a Montreal Canadiens, then you can play back. You have loan to get there. Emil Henneman was an example, right? So you have a fun kind of different rules, but you not break your contract, or it's just a loan from the team. That's all when you are on the entry-level contract. About Rick Bengal is in the house. Welcome back. Don't forget to click on the like. Say hi to the Mezzar. I agree, coach. Let him play in the NHL. Je ne vais pas toucher mes accessoires. Doug Coley, Caulfield, Ski, Sakoski, Hudson are interchangeable later. Not a bad idea about Sakoski, Hudson. You trade Mayu, coach. Ouch. I don't say I trade him. He asked me what I would not trade my for individual. Yes, if I have something good in return for Logan Mayu, I will think about this, what I get, but it is not my undisable player. So I feel like Kaden Coley and Fun Logan Mayu. And I feel, guys, I don't know, but Logan Mayu, IQ, hockey sense is average. Skating is not a fastest skater. He's going to be a good hockey player. But to be at the first pairing, I don't see that yet. Yeah, many things he needs to work on it, in my opinion. But to be an untouchable player, I don't think so. Logan Mayu will be on my list right now. Look, you protect Sebastian in the house. Welcome back, my friend. Mezzar should be just sit out until the team agree to let him play in Europe. Mezzar should be sit out until the team agree to let him play in Europe. I'll be honest with you, GSM. If a player like Philippe Mezzar come to my office and said, I sit out, I would say, Philippe, great to hear that. You don't have to sit out, my friend. We're just going to release you, my friend. Go play what you want to do and enjoy. We just want players have a passion about the game. We have a player who want to play one day for the Montreal Canadiens. And we wish you the best luck, my friend Philippe. That's it. That's all. Next. Joshua Roy. We love Joshua Roy. Can play over Philippe Mezzar. We love Sean Farrell. We love Sean Farrell over Philippe Mezzar. Philippe Mezzar did absolutely nothing yet. I don't know why you tried to tell me right now Philippe Mezzar should sit out. Are you kidding me? Sit out. So he decide, no, you're not going to tell me I'm not playing anymore until you send me and play on that team. You love the Pittsburgh Penguins, right? I think you love the Pittsburgh Penguins. Imagine one of your players said, "You know what? I don't want to play with the Pittsburgh. I don't want to play an American with Wilkie Barris. I want to play in Europe." What kind of culture you build in the team? What kind of word is going to say inside the locker room? Philippe Mezzar, after he finished, go play in Europe. He's coming back. Hey, buddy, you gave up on us for your personal life. You left us. Now you want to come back? What a great character you have, Mr. Philippe Mezzar. I don't know. I really disagree with you. But everybody have their own opinion. GSM, we love you. We respect your opinion about that one there. I just, it's not kind of culture me. I would build a team. The player decide where they want to play. It's not my style. It's not my style. I have all the player with heart, work ethic, dedication, passion, love the city, love the logo, love to play for the coach, love to play for the fans. A player want to get out because he has his friend in hockey and sport team. You have two kind of player, high or we. Which player are you? Are you a high player or are you a we player? I is about himself, selfish. We is about all together. We go to the wall together. If you fall, I will pick you up. If I fall, I hope you're going to pick me up. That's the culture you want to bring on the table. All in, buy in, or not. It's up to you. Not talking you, I'm talking about Mezzar. Here we go. I love it, love it. I'm going to be here as other fans. Rick, sorry about that. If Mezzar play at Habs game, can we expect him to play with Sarkowski? I don't think so. Now, they can try to get there on an exhibition game for sure, right? But I don't think so. He's going to start with the Montreal Canadiens, first of all. But exhibition game, I wouldn't be surprised they can use both together for sure. The Oilers should be in the top 5 for upcoming season. If the Habs think he has a top 6 potential, he will go to OHL to play top 6 to develop. Great point about that one. Was coming up. A few days should end September 9. All right, Sebastien, look forward to see you after that. Thanks so much. Gretzky said after looking at all the angles, I choose LA. I'm not sure about that one. Look, one Gretzky said nothing. Paddington see the $50 million coming in return from Bruce McNabb. Maybe he said Gretzky, you know what, Wayne? You go to LA, buddy. We'll be fine over there with Jeanette. Enjoy your life over there. I just need your $15 million in return. Alrighty, guys. Connect as BFN. I'm going to finish strong about this one. I thought Edmonton Snake Cup final would be very interesting this year. School, it could be fun about that one for sure. For that, Mezzar would get to play where he wants if he's released. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, GSM. Look at Mayu. Ben Chariot Mayu would be a bit better. I agree with you, Rick. I think you are right. Repeat. I heard that Mezzar and Sarkowski was going to live together. And Montreal, if that true thing, would probably send him to Laval. Was Chelsea. Yeah. They mentioned at some point on an interview in Slovakia or in July. So because he said he will play he will stay together. What's wrong with the Mezzar game? Obviously, in OHL, he have a really good start. His first season was great. His first half of the season was great. Was over 1 point per game, and then he go to the World Junior Championship, have a great tournament. Then after that, he could not do anything after that. The second half, it was terrible for him. 0.6, 0.7 point per game. He tried to put the puck in the net. He could not. And nothing turned around to be around him. He forget about this. He's ready mentally and physically to be ready for the upcoming season. We know his speed. We know his shot. Now he's going to be adapt at the style of the small ring and then force the physicality of the game. That's what Mezzar is at some point. So it's not like a lot, but he was not developed properly. And Kitchener last season, unfortunately last year, nobody would tell the player what he need to do. There was really a free-for-all over there at the end. So he lost almost like a year of development. And I think could be very interesting what happening with that part. It looked like they make a lot of change in Kitchener, but he have the talent to produce more of what we saw last year in the OHL. Fence soon to be be on higher. Leave the my window, everything like that. Clary Mezzar does not want to play junior, no money. Yeah, that's another point about this one over there. I think at some point they look like they have an agreement. So second year he should play in the American Academy, but it look like it's not true. We'll see. Our friend Maurice Rabillard back in the house. I agree with you, Maurice, about that. Mr. Jose Duarte is in the house. Thanks so much, everybody. Don't forget to click on the likes. The team moderator are in the house. That's a great point, Leon, about that one. That may be one of the undisable after calling Nick. I agree with you about this, Maurice. That's the same feeling we got. He won't make it. Let him go. If the guy knows he won't make it, let him go. Yeah, usually they let go or they trade for him for a short look at some point. C'est ça, seulement, c'est October is Sébastien. Here we go. The players that run the team, including Pittsburgh, no one in the management can order Crosby or Macken to do anything. Wow. All right. Bientôt, yeah, on s'en va get about this one over there. Just over vite, une longue. Yes, there we go. There. Question: if Logan Mayut named after the Wolverine, I don't know. Hockey player are like a sled. Our dogs just with them in the right order and should smash it until they fall down. Greg Ludwig, Mr. Luc Lafortune. Greg Ludwig, number 17 for the Montreal Canadiens. That's right about this one over there. I will stop the JSM. No problem. JSM, we love you, buddy. Coach, do you know when training camp start? Yes. If you talk about the main camp or the rookie camp, or the rookie camp starts September 14th, 13th, 14th, physical, everything like that. And then they come back the 21st. The Montreal Canadiens have the physical thing about that. They have practice the 22nd, 23rd, and then the 25th play the first game again, New Jersey. So that's what we got, guys, on that one there. And we are now going to go on the final of the show. We had the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on your time. I'm going to go to the quiz. Tonight is a special fun quiz tonight for the Hockey Nation show tonight. We have 5 questions. 5 questions, and they are not easy. When I said easy, it's fun question. So I think you're going to like it. Some who said too hard for me, I gave up. We don't know. But we have 5 questions. And I think you like it. September 1st, September 2nd. We run the Frenchy quiz, guys, until the end of the September. So every time we do a show, we have a time we're going to do something like that. That'd be great. So let's see what happened tonight. Enjoy. And we'll go. By the way, the winner last show, guy, in our top, Mac Elliott, Andrew Willie Snyder, Luc Lafortune win last time with A2. The number beside the name, guy, is the number the time they win the contest since the beginning of the first one, July 31st. Already 1 month we do, not honestly, it's not true. Since May 28th, I apologize. I forgot my next sheet. Since May 28th. So that will good, guys. Well, good luck, everyone. First question again. How many players play for all 3 teams in California? The Golden Seas does not count. It's only between the Los Angeles Kings, the San Jose Sharks, and the Anaheim Ducks. How many of them play all 3 at some points during their career? 0 of them, 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, or 4 of them? Which players play at least at some point for the 3 teams in California? There we go. Good luck, everyone. Danny, who's my target? Rick go with D with 3. Randy targeting 05. Nicola go with E 4. There we go. Rick and Nicola take the lead with answer. So far, we have 1 D, we have 1 E. KLS, welcome back, KLS. We miss you, buddy. Very quiet tonight. Hopefully doing well. Claude Richard with C. Ron with A. Thanks so much. Willie Snyder with D. We have in our top A, Larry Lavelli D, Luc Lafortune D, Ren P A, Sebastian C. We have Sebastian C, Joe Manella D, R D, Steve G C, GSM C. Thank you so much. D. Danny go with E. Vinny James 007. Vinny James. Welcome back, guys. Don't forget to click on that. Gary Cornell go with A. Here we go. Do we have anybody else in the chat? I don't know if Luciano did it or not. And welcome, Vinny. Glad to see you by the KLS. 2 of them pop up at the last minute at the right time for this show. Here we go, guys.
Oh my God!
If he was Mr. Inartap, we're going to ask him. Maurice Robillard go with B. A2 go with E. Roy go with D. Not good enough, guys, because Mr. Inartap, he was right. 0 player guy, never play for all 3 teams at some point during the career. Ron with Kings, Inartap, Ran P, and Gary Cornoyer take the lead with 1 good answer, 0-1 on this question number 1 of the 5 tonight. We have a special night 5 question of the show tonight. All right, question number 2. How many players play for all 2 of the 3 teams in California, Los Angeles, San Jose, and Anaheim? How many players at least they play at some point for 2 of the 3 teams and for California teams, San Jose, the Kings, or the Ducks? 78 players, 88 players, 98 players, 108 players, and 118 players. Good luck, everybody, on that one. We'll see. I was not even close, A2, not on that one for sure. We'll see who is going to be lucky on that one. The clock.
Oh my God!
The clock coach. And after that, we have Nicola with A. B for Willie Snyder. The KLS, you did it at the right time. Ron, we can go with 20. Rick go with B, 88. KLS with A, 78. Nicola go with A with 78. And Arthur go with C, 98. Joe Manella go with B. Sebastian with B. GSM go with A. Thanks so much, GSM. Again, very kind of you. Participate and join us tonight. We have Claude Richard with C. Gary Conway with B. We have A2 with D. Larry Lavelli C. Danny with C. R with D. We have Roy with A, Luke with A, Rand P with A, and Vinny James with 007 said B about that one over there. Everybody have a good answer. The first one, everybody participate, and so we are good to go for that one. I think missing maybe Maurice Robillard on that one. Could be the last one. We maybe not see, but we'll see what happening. He was right again. In our tap, take the lead with 2-2. Is the only one in our tap take the lead at 2. We have a goal from Claude Richard, Larry Lavallée, and Danny T. Join Gary Cournoyer, Rand P, and Ron with Kings 20. Right now, they are 2-2 right there. Congratulations for Mr. Enartap at that moment. Take the lead. Question number 3 of the night. Are you ready? Do you know how many players have spent their entire careers playing for both the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens? So, how many players do you believe they play only during the career of 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 6 years, 20 years with two teams? Both teams are only the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. 0 of them, 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, or 4 of them. Good luck, everybody. Question number 3 of the night of the 5. Special night. Larry Lavallée. Not up again. Sebastian, not up. It's Go Master. Hopefully suspect. Ron go with B with 1. Rick go with C with 2. Go Willie Snyder with C. Claude Richard with C. Sebastian with C. Sebastian with C, Roy with D, Nicolas with C, Larry with A. We have Nicolas, Larry with A, Ryan with D, A2 with C. A2 with C, Vinny with E, Danny with A, R with B, Gary with A, GSM with C, and Arthur with B. Nicolas with B, Joe Manella with B, Luc Laforson with A, Maurice Robillard with D. Do we have anybody about that one? B for Rick, KLS with C, Jake McEnroe with B. Thanks so much about that. I tried to give you the name of the people. I cannot check your name there. Anyhow, guys, the winner. We have to ask Commissioner Top the second option because this one guy, he was wrong. The answer guy is 3 players are play for both teams, the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And 2 of them guys came for the same trade. Thomas Plekanec played 3 play for the Toronto and Montreal only. The player prospect and return, Vasilev, I believe his last name, played 2 games with the Montreal Canadiens, then he left for the KHL. And they have another player before that. So the answer guy is 3. And we have Ryan P. tied the game with Mr. Enartap. But we have Roy and Maurice Robillard, 2 of Thailand guys, score a goal on that one over there. Congratulations about that one. And let's move on. Question number 4 of the night, guys. It's not over yet. We have 5 questions tonight. We'll see what's happening. Out of the 5 expansion team, Anaheim, San Jose, Ottawa, Florida, and Tampa Bay Lightnings. At the beginning of the 1990s, do you happen to know how many players had the distinction of playing for all 5 teams? How many players play for all 5 teams in NHL at some point? Anaheim, San Jose, Ottawa, Florida, and Tampa Bay. 0 of them, 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, or 4 of them. Good luck, everybody. I'm not gonna right answer for the last 10 or 13 questions, Sebastian. Here we go, Danny. 44 like. Don't forget to click on the likes at the clock coach. Sorry about that. We have a tie game, a lot of great team about that one there. Here we go. A2B, Leon Renault, 7C. Thanks so much. Nicola would, that was quick on that one. Nicola go with D. Roy go with A. Sebastian with C. Jake with D. Rick Bengal B. Willie Snyder B. Rand P. B. Vinny James C. E. Larry Lavalley C. And we have our A. Luke Z. Ron with Kings A. Gary Connery B. I believe the third player was Frank Mahavlich, Maurice Richard, and Maurice Robillard C. RJ go with D. F for Nicolas. About that one there. I missed a couple of people. I think Inata did not answer so far. B for Claude Richard. Danny with D. Larry Lavalley with C. Zenit. Welcome back, Zenit. Hopefully doing well. It was Zella. About that one over there. Inata go with B. And then Luc Laforcine go with E. Thanks so much, Luc, about that one over there. And then that's what we got on that one there, guys. That's pretty much it. We'll see. We have a lot of people who have a good answer. Is it good enough to some people tie the game? We'll see.
Oh my God!
And the answer of that one, guys, question number 4 of the night is B. Only one player, guys, did it that play for all 5 games. And in our tap, it ran P. Tie the game at 3 now. They take the lead over Gary Cornway at 2. Ryan P, not Ryan P, but Claude Richard at 2. But we have a goal from A2. And we have Rick Bengal, Willie Snyder, and Joe Manella score 1 goal so far. If your name is not there, you did not score any goals so far. Larry Lavalley and Run with Kings are 1 and 4. So that one over there. Okay, let's say A. Danny said A. I quit there, Danny. Danny. Don't give up, Danny. 1 more to go. You could get the last one of the night, Danny. Could you provide me the players, I apologize, the offer, who had the unique distinction to play for all the 5 teams mentioning and question 4. A lot of mistake over there. Mike Seliger, Vinny Prosbal, Vyacheslav Buziev, Bobby Dallas, or Brad Boyes. Which one of them, guys, is the player play for 5 team over there? Yes, Cole, you count on myself on this one. I was quit a long time ago, Danny. You know, yes, going pretty good, Coach. Cannot wait for the Habs season. I follow you on Facebook. I did it with your training. Great review of your friends. So I'm very happy. I'm happy for you. Thanks so much, Zenit. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. That's the last question tonight, Mr. Nicola. Ron, go with D. Bobby Dallas. Zenit, go with C. RG, go with A. The time, coach. Yeah. Thanks so much. RJ with A. Leon go with D. A2 with D. Sebastian, no clue. Willie with A. KLS with B. Rick with E. Vinny James go with B. Nicolas go with B. We have a tie game between NRTAP and Rand P. If they are round, someone can pick it up. Luc Lafortune tried to get 0-5 tonight, possible. We'll see what happens. Just kidding. He go with E. Claude Richard go with D. Roy go with D. Larry Lavallée go with B. Danny T go with D. Joe Manella go with A. I'll go with B. Ryan go with B. Oh, Vinny Prosper for Vinny. Ryan. Gary gonna go with B. I don't care anymore. After 4-0-4. Look, so why not? Funny one. Danny, look, yeah, you're right. We're still waiting for NRTAP on that one over there. Can he go with fair with Ryan to tie the game? Mr. NRTAP. He go with E with Brad about that one over there. I never heard any of them, Larry Lavallée. That's a good thing to learn about that. Anybody else, guys, on that one over there? Gary Cornoyer and Claude Richard could tie the game if NRTAP or Ranpi is wrong. I'm shocked, guys, because I want to see again to be sure I'm right. Wow. I think that one, I deserve something good about this one over there. He's the only one select this guy, Vyshalev Buziev. He is the only one play for 5 team in NHL for at the beginning of 1990s. The only person guy have a good answer at the end of the question number 5 is Zenit Gaming. Anybody else is not select C. And the fact NRTAP and Ryan P with 3 good answer and 5 tonight are the winner of the contest. And then NRTAP for the 16th time of the year pick up another W. And for RP, this is number 3 for RP this season. During the season, Frenchy quiz. 3 for RP and NRTAP take the lead all the way. I was 16 about that one. And you about that, Nicolas 05. Wow. Maybe I'll try a easier Sunday night, guys, about that one over there. But that's rare. And I thought it was wrong. It was rare. Hey, go, guys. That's conclude another show at the Habs Nation show on the special Friday fun night. Hopefully you enjoy it. We are back Sunday night, guys, at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll take a one night off tomorrow night. And we wish you guys an amazing, great weekend. Labor Day weekend for everybody. Take a time again, like I mentioned earlier at the show, at the beginning of the show. Reflect on yourself. Take care about yourself this weekend. It's time to maybe have a good weekend with your family, your friends. I don't know. I think it's a time we have 3 days in front of you. Celebrate something, whatever it is. Just have a good time together. And there's the beginning of September, guys. The hockey is coming back. Don't forget, Tuesday night, the grand opening of the Hockey Nation season number 4. Couple of great news going to announce to you. We have a great programations coming for, and of course, we are close to 7,000 subscribers, and we want to thank guys tonight. All the moderator was with us tonight at some point. Jose, of course, we want you speed recovery for Jose. And then RJ with COVID, and finally Roy and many others. We're still thinking a lot on the win last month. Our friend Andre Robert passed away, unfortunately, in July, and we still have him on our heart and your thought. That's all, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Have a great weekend, and of course, before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have
greatness inside of you.
What a great night all together, guys. Thanks a lot, all the 5 moderators tonight in our top, Danny, Luciano, Ron, and Jose. All the people in the chat gave me a super chat tonight. Larry Lavallee and Ryan Kirk. Thanks so much from the bottom of my heart to support the channel. All of you are members, support the channel. Thanks so much. But of course, if you are a subscriber or if you come here to talking about hockey, honestly, you make it fun on my live. You make me smiling every single day with joy to come here every day because you are my best friend and I want to see you again every time we turn on the switch for another live streaming. Until Sunday night, guys, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, we wish you an amazing, great weekend, Labor Day. And of course, enjoy the rest of your night. Sweet dream. And one more thing, the Hockey Nation Live Show want to say to you, we love you people. An amazing, great night, everybody. See you Sunday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown?
Be well. Be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day. Find a way to dominate second half of what? Enough. 223.
What do I know?
Booyah!